and those guys have the patience and poise and the way they think the game is a different level from anything anyone else is doing out there. It is a different type of game.
And the first game that we played, you guys didn't play, and we got to play against John LeClaire, which was really cool. And holy crap, does he still have the instincts.
Still.
Like, just smooth as butter. All right, enough.
All right.
We got to win.
We got to win.
Okay.
1-0 for the boys.
Can we play one shift for the Leafs maybe tomorrow night?
Kip had 2 and 3 for 5, by the way. No big deal in the game.
Right? Can they use us is what I'm asking you.
Well, you know what? I will say a number of times playing with you, I did notice your attention to detail, back check, through the middle, good stick. They could use a lot of that.
I got to tell you, I'd fit right in on this year's Leafs.
To be a Leaf.
I'd fit right in, baby.
There was, there's
Just when they suck you back in, Sammy, with their 3-game win streak.
I made 1 4 or 5, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Before this weekend. Like, they kind of felt like there was.
You dropped,
returning
we're
form.
back.
I did,
You dropped it. We're back.
Yeah, I think,
And where are you after the weekend?
To quote one of my favorite movies of all time, Dumb and Dumber, what was all that 1 in a million talk? What was all that we're back talk?
Oh, my God.
Holy crap, boys.
It was lazy hockey.
Well, you want to get into specifics, or you want to generalize the weekend first?
We have a coach that generalizes it, so I don't have to.
Well, they didn't play. They didn't skate today. So day off, so they didn't really have a look back at the weekend. But we have 2 overviews.
Do you want to touch on anything Saturday night in particular before Sunday, or again, do you want to just blanket this thing with Berubis?
I do think that it all was connected. I thought the problems in one game were the problems in the next game.
I think if we're going to have a conversation about the Saturday night game, I think the worthwhile conversation would be to have about the worries of Anthony Stolarz, where, like, I think the defensive breakdowns have been pretty putrid throughout this whole season, but I wouldn't exactly say he bailed him out Saturday night.
But
Like, do you think I'm being too harsh on that, or
why the defensive meltdown from something that was fairly strong last season, or was it maybe not as strong as we thought, and it was covered up with a 926 save percentage, and Stolarz just made it look way better last year than it really was?
I got an article coming. Here's some rush chances stats. Last year, they were 8th in the NHL in rush chances against, so pretty good, and 4th in rush goals against. Very good. This year, they are 31st in rush chances against and 32nd in rush goals against. The last year, they gave up 34 goals on rushes against total. They're already at 15, and we're 15 games into the year.
oof.
So they are
not good.
way worse than last year. Way, way worse in that regard.
Wow.
Yeah, like, hey, Mitch Marner was a good defensive player, but
No.
this
This is
this
is beyond that.
What is going on?
Yeah.
And you think,
Although, I mean, yeah, the guy did play 24 minutes a night.
yeah,
But you know who
Right.
else played center? David Camp. David Camp played defense and had a conscience too. I mean, I'm not saying
No.
I'm just saying, like,
Hey, listen, I'm with you now, and I'm like to listen to now them. Elliot had a report Saturday night on Hockey Night in Canada about a signing bonus, which I think means a lot to him, $1 million. I
would imagine.
And I don't know what the percentage of it that the Leafs expect back from it. It would be prorated, I'm sure, but like, how about you keep all of it and you go back to work?
totally. That's
How about that?
fully intended today to be like a strong take. Is David Camp an option? Like,
Get back to work.
Their glaring
And call him
omissions
up.
are defensive and bad positioning and all the things he does well.
and Scott Laughton just got popped by Zadorov, and I mean, that looks like a concussion of some kind.
Sure
so
does.
I don't know when he'll be back. So it seems like they could use it. Like, I mean, what did Max Domi play last night as a fourth line center? 8 minutes,
Yeah, it was not pretty.
9 minutes. I don't know.
Want to go to Berube off Boston
Yeah.
or Carolina first?
Well, why don't we play the overview of the Bruins game, and then
Okay.
we can kind of move on.
I thought 3 of the goals, we ended up bringing the puck back in our zone. We didn't need to. We could have just got it out, but ended up scoring on 3 of them. I think I thought we didn't execute well enough with the puck early on some of these plays, but, I think we all got to be better, including the goalie, everybody. We didn't execute well enough and made some, for me, it's we caused all them goals ourselves.
He's not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm watching. They get the first goal, which was nice. Saturday night. That was Nick Robertson on the power play. So much to like about that.
Yep.
Great pass by Domi.
Right?
Cross ice
And
on the
like,
tape.
hey, it's not Willie, it's not Tavares, it's not Austin, it's other guys contributing at a key part on a power play. And then 18 seconds later, then Morgan Geekie comes. Boston's coming through the neutral zone 1,000 miles an hour. And 18 seconds later, it's 1-1.
How many times has that happened though this year? With just like the rush chances, just
Yeah.
wide open
I
in
will
the middle
say,
of the ice.
I'm not as down on the goaltending. I am down on the goaltending,
Yeah.
but as down to some people who think it's a crisis. But that one killed me.
Yeah.
That one just killed me. Where it's like it's on the ice and you're 6'6". Like you pad down, paddle down, whatever. It should never go in. Just a shot off the post on the ice. Also, the gaps are atrocious there, which is I think more what you're referring to. So,
But we got. They've got like a forward there standing, and it's almost as if you're playing Red Rover. We call the Bruins over, and you're standing still. And I think it was Lawrence just standing there. It's like you're not slowing anybody down when you're just standing.
yep. So look.
So
at,
he's turning around. Now he's a third defenseman here. He's almost standing still. He cannot force left or right. He's standing still.
rather than angling, skating with them.
You cannot slow anybody down standing still, waiting at the red line.
I feel like I've watched this exact goal
How deep Riley is having that.
25 times this
I know.
year.
But when you don't angle, when there's no forward to angle off in the neutral zone, they are a little cooked back there.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like
Okay?
it doesn't help the DL.
It doesn't help.
Yeah.
It doesn't help. So you don't know whether to stand. If you try to stand up, then you're going to get caught flat-footed as Lawrence did.
Lorenz is one of the guys I've been confused on this year because watching him, I like his pace and energy, and I think he's finishing checks and doing all these things that I want him to do. He's on the ice for a lot of
I
goals
know.
against.
And he got benched because of a giveaway late in the third period where he coughs it up and
Yes.
Fraser Minton ends up shooting it in the net.
He just
Just
ends up
nice.
slamming his stick against the post
Yeah.
in frustration, and it's not a good look. And then the other one was the Arvidsson goal too, where Myers, like go watch
yeah.
Myers on that goal for a second. Just he's the plays in your own zone. You're a defenseman, and he's
Is that the 2-1 goal, right?
the 2-1
Yeah.
goal. He's standing up. He's upward, watching, standing up, and the freedom to get to the net. There, it's like you cannot believe that this was the majority of the team still that won an Atlantic Division. It's like not a chance.
Yeah, Myers last year felt like a guy who was a good NHL defenseman who was blocked by the fact that the Leafs had 6 solid NHL regulars and he just couldn't get in. He's been really disappointing for me this year, and
Like,
on for a pile of goals against.
can I tell you I have a hard time being like, Myers, like, none of them are doing anything good.
Yeah, I like 2 guys. I like McCabe and OEL. I don't like
Sure.
any of the rest.
But like, their highest paid guys, like Riley, who is supposed to be,
Myers just turned that over there.
I know,
And he
he's-
turns it over here. And
Ju-
then to Kips when he stands up.
Just
right,
watch, just
then
wa-
he just
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough.
I get that he's not been great.
That's not NHL standards.
but I understand that. But like, what's the option?
I don't think Dakota Mermis fixes anything. You know,
Like, are you going to go get that, like William Villeneuve or Henry Thrun or
Rafai, does any of it make a
I
difference?
think Rafai got hurt right, in the preseason. Like, I'm sure he would have got a look. God, it's ugly.
Yeah, that one's tough.
So, a big thing, like I did Leafs talk last night, and you know, a lot of people in my mentions and my DMs, like it's a natural thing that sports fans do, but when the team starts to struggle and they're looking like this, people start talking about coaching, right? And you know, I'm guilty of talking about it last night, but I got to tell you, how many different coaches are we going to just like continue to blame when it's the same guys that are like doing a lot of the same stuff? I just see him behind the bench, and he's losing his mind all the time now. Like, he's screaming up and down the bench, and he's yelling F-bombs and F me, and just like he's really, really demonstrative back there, which is something you don't see a ton from NHL coaches. And then you see the guys go on the ice, and they don't look like they're mad about it. So it's that would be worrying to me if I'm Berube, where he's like really coaching hard and there's no response to it.
Okay, we'll respond off of your comments, but let's just give Berube a chance here on how to improve. That's clip 6, Derek.
Well, like I said, I just keep working at it. Like, I mean, I my job as a coach is to get them back on track, and that's what I'm going to try to do. That's what I've done, and I'm going to keep banging away at it. And, it's all, it's what we can do. You look at video, you talk, we got to have discussions with players, with the team, and, get back. We're scoring enough goals every game to win games, where we're letting in too many goals. So pretty much the season is we don't value the defensive side of the puck enough. And there's a number of things that go into that, but I'm not going to get into all that. We just don't. Right now, we don't value that.
He's right.
He's wrong, because he says we don't value it enough. And I'm like, you don't value it at all. Not at all. 0. Enough means that you might be close. You're not close. It is. I don't think I've ever seen, as a player or a broadcaster in all my time, where a team's down a goal with around 8 or 9 minutes and not end up with one shot on goal to try to tie it up.
But that's the opposite of what we're talking about, like the defensive stuff. That's an offensive thing, right? Like, why?
Where's the push after you're down?
Where is the push?
Didn't have a shot after they
Where
tied
is, to Sam's point, like, Craig Berube can scream all he wants. Got to get better. You can't, but it's whatever he's screaming and whatever frustration he's showing the players, and obviously we can see it, right? It's still, they're not responding. It's not working.
It does feel like there's a disagreement, an unspoken disagreement between the players and the coach and how they want to play. Because the coach says the same thing every time. He wants to play simple. He wants to make the easy plays. He wants it in deep. He wants to get off after it. And they're a pretty talented team that seems pretty resistant to doing that. They don't seem to have a way to get any consistent traction in the offensive zone. And so maybe they want to make plays more than he wants them to. Maybe he needs to move the other way and let him make some plays. I don't know what the answer is, but they're not on the same page, the coach and the team right now. And
that's, to me, that's where Craig Berube really has to coach here. It's just,
how do you sell the guys?
The frustration and the yelling and the challenging them and all of that. But I just think from a systems point of view, tactic point of view, they're gonna have to change something here. They're gonna have to get all together again and go, okay, whatever we did in the past, we're changing the system. To me, that's what needs to happen here to get another